Welcome, everybody. I'm going to take you through a quick tutorial on our WLMD app. So the agenda is basically to discuss the setup process. You're going to learn about the different functionalities that the app has. You're going to review how to track and where you can review your progress as well. So first and foremost is activating your account. So once you decide to move forward with a particular program, we're going to enroll you in that program, and you're going to receive an email link that asks you to set up your account. Then once you log in to your app, it's going to ask you for that login information. So the most important part really is downloading the WLMD app, which most people have done already. But if you have not, I will go through a little more of those details towards the end. So this is just a snapshot of all of the different resources that our app has. So from, like I said, tracking to different resources, there's educational videos, there's handouts, different meal templates. You know, there's just so much very helpful information for each particular program. So I wanted to point out some things on this particular page. And when you're in your program, you're going to see settings, daily content, bonus content, and it might not look exactly like that in your app because I'm more on the provider end. But what you will want to look for is either resources or bonus content. And there's going to be a list of all different educational resources, like I had mentioned. So navigating the site, frequently asked questions. This particular program is the HCG program, but it could be a different program. Weekly meal plans, like I said, the videos, a quick start guide, etc. So just really look for that and dig into that information because it'll be really helpful as you move along the program. So when you're in your app, so this is just an example of day one. So a couple of things I want to point out here. Along the left side of the panel, again, you'll see all of those different resources right there in front of you. So you don't have to really go digging to find it, but you can always go back. You can always go back to this page to access all that information. The other piece that I wanted to point out is program downloads. So these are resources that are attached to the particular email that you received. So always just look for that. Sometimes the content in the email will tell you to go to program downloads, but if you see it there, it's just additional resources for your benefit. And then you can also, which is really helpful for many people, is to generate your shopping list. Because as you know, we're providing you with different recipes every single day. So you can actually create your own shopping list, which again makes it very convenient when you're trying to plan for the week. So once you click on get a grocery shopping list, then you will see a little button that says Get List. You can get a list for a range of days for one day. So it really depends. It really just depends on your preference. And then you can see that there will be a number of different food items that are in your grocery list. And you can edit each of these. You can increase the amount. So let's say you really liked a particular type of salad. So, and you wanted to make it in bulk rather than just a single serving, then you can adjust that with your grocery list. And you can eliminate items as well. If you don't like garlic, you can eliminate garlic, etc. So another piece is tracking, and tracking your food, tracking your activity, and really tracking your progress is crucial. And we know that everyone is busy, but it doesn't take much time to do this every day. And especially if you are someone who is doing our online programs, it really helps with that accountability piece. So you can go to your journal, and that's where you will find all the tracking categories listed here. And then again, you will see on a particular page, a generate shopping list program download. So it really just depends on what page you're on. It's not always going to have the program downloads. So this particular page is showing you that you can actually put in recipes and it will calculate the specific calories or macronutrients for the day. So, let's say your goal is to follow our 800 calorie plan. Well, if you put in the very specific recipes, it's going to calculate and tell you exactly what you had for the day. We don't really recommend having people put a goal at the beginning because this particular plan or our other plans are not all about just the calories. It's very specific to the macros. And you're going to get a lot of notifications because most platforms think 800 calories is too low. So you'll get, notifications to eat more, and which, in this particular plan, you're not going to want to do that. So just keep that in mind. When you're logging your food, you can also just search the database. There are thousands and thousands of different foods in there, and you should be able to find almost everything. So you just search it, you click on it, you put your serving size, and that's basically it. When you're tracking your body metrics, this is a really, really nice area because you can see that the more you track, the more you see your progress. And one important piece will be to make sure that you have the scales set up, which I will talk about as well. But you can also put your goal weight in here, as you can see there. And obviously, then it's going to, at the end, tell you if you are, or how close you're getting to your goal or when you actually achieve that. So you can also track your activity, you can track your sleep. And these are obviously areas that are really important for overall wellness. And then you can see here that this is where you would set up your integrated apps or platforms. So when you're in your program, you're going to want to go to settings. You see up here, settings. And then when you click on settings, you're going to go to My Connected Apps. And then once you click on My Connected Apps, you will see InBody. So you are going to put in your cell number with the area code, and you'll click on Submit, and that will essentially integrate it to the InBody for those of you who come into the clinic and do the body composition assessment. So if you are 100% online and you have a home Initech scale, the same applies. So you would go to settings, you go to My Connected Apps, and then you will see Initech, and that's when you're gonna add your email address associated with it and go through all the steps to integrate that as well. And what I did want to draw your attention to is when you are on your main page, you're going to see scale integration, and it is essentially going to walk you through the steps necessary to integrate your Initech home scale. So that's basically it. Just to highlight some of the main points is to first and foremost, download the WLMD app from the App Store. When you download it, you are going to go directly to your email, because if you have signed up for a program, you're going to get an email that asks you to create your login if you're new to the app. Reminder to go to the bonus content or resources for all of that information, the videos, the handouts, the recipes, etc. That can all be viewed, they can be printed. So whatever is easiest for you to use this information, it is all there for you. Tracking and logging is again, I cannot emphasize how important this is, because we definitely know that even though you might be eating the same things every day, you might be doing the same exercise, just going through that manual exercise, it does something to the brain that does actually help you not only engage, but be more successful. Ensure the InBody and the home scale are integrated. And of course, you can message us through our app. So we will be managing and monitoring the app, not 24 hours a day, but keep this in mind. If something is more urgent, then you definitely want to call us. But we will be answering questions through that platform. So that is about it. I hope that was helpful. And again, reach out if you have any questions. Thank you so much.